Shalom, party people, and welcome to the 12th C. Proverbs 19 on page 746, and Luke chapter 11, verses 21 through 26 on page 999. Proverbs 19. Better is the poor walking in his integrity than one of perverse lips who is a fool. Also, desire without knowledge is not good, and he who hurries with his feet sins. The foolishness of a man perverts his way, and his heart is wrong against Yahweh. Wealth adds many friends, but the poor is separated from his friend. A false witness does not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies does not escape. Many entreat the favor of the noble, and all are friends to him who gives gifts. All the brothers of the poor shall hate him. How much more shall his friends go far from him? He pursues promises. They are gone. He who gets heart loves his own life. He who guards understanding finds good. A false witness does not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies perishes. Luxury is not fitting for a fool, much less for a servant to rule over princes. A man's discretion makes him patient, and his adorning is to pass over a transgression. The sovereign's wrath is like a roaring lion, but his delight is like a dew on the grass. A foolish son is a calamity to his father, and the contention of a wife are a continual dripping. Houses and riches are the inheritance from fathers, but an understanding wife is from Yahweh. Laziness makes one fall into a deep sleep, and an idle being suffers hunger. He who guards the commands guards his life. He who despises his ways dies. He who shows favor to the poor lends to Yahweh, and he repays his deed. Discipline your son, because there is expectation, and do not set your being on his destruction. One of great wrath bears punishment, for if you rescue him, you only have to do it again. Listen to counsel and accept discipline, so that you are wise in your latter end. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the counsel of Yahweh that stands. What is desirable in a man is his loving commitment, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of Yahweh leads to life, and he remains satisfied. He is not visited by evil. A lazy one buries his hand in a dish and does not bring it back to his mouth. Strife a scoffer, and the simple is made wise. And reprove one who has understanding, and he discerns knowledge. He who plunders a father chases away his mother. Is a son causing shame and bringing reproach? Cease, my son, to hear discipline, and you shall stray from the words of knowledge. A witness of Bethel scorns right ruling, and the mouth of the wrong ones devours wickedness. Judgment are in the stones for a scoffer, and beatings for the back of fools. Luke chapter 11, verse 21 through 26. When a strong man, having been well armed, watches over his own court, his possessions are at peace. But when a stronger than he comes upon him and overcomes him, he takes from him all of his armor in which he trusts and divides his booty. He who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me scatters. When the unclean spirit goes out of a man, he goes through dry places seeking rest and finds none, and says, I shall return to my house from which I came. And when he comes, he finds it swept and decorated. And then he goes and takes with him 7 other spirits, more wicked than himself, and they enter and dwell there. And the last state of that man becomes worse than the first. Go do hard things.